Okay, hi and welcome everybody to a new series of Space Engineers. We're going to be doing a new world, and we're going to be doing a custom world, obviously. Now, with Spaceship Engineers Planet, you have the ability to start off on Easy Earth, Easy Mars, Easy Alien, Easy Start Moon, and Star System now, or Habitable Planet. So we've been going on to Habitable Planet. We're going to be doing survival players. We're going to be doing to 2. It's going to stay private, and we're going to have the autosave on for the time being because it's a little bit more challenging. And we're not going to touch any of the mods or the events on the world generate because it crashes out my system. So we're going to say okay, and it's going to go to Leonardo da Vinci. Nature never breaks her own laws. Well, it's nature, it's her laws, isn't it? So it will take a couple of minutes to load up, but I'm going to say that we did 18 episodes of Stranded Deep season 2. So when you go and watch those, please do. And welcome back, Jay. Welcome back. And we're going to try and do the same thing as what we did here, as we did on Stranded Deep. And we had really lots of fun on this. Tea and donuts, mate. Tea and donuts. And every time I've played the planets on this version of planets, where we start off in the star system, I've always crash landed. Now I learnt a few things on this bit. Is that you need a medical bay. Okay, if you can't make a medical bay, you need a cockpit. Okay, because that is the only way that you get your energy. Okay, it needs to be a valid energy, either from a cockpit or a med bay, but obviously we want a med bay as well, so we're going to try and do the med bay, but it is not easy doing it, because you can't use the ship when you first start, because it's only a temporary ship, so you have to take it apart, which is fine. But then you've got to find a decent landing site, or you've got to build a buggy, because otherwise you're going to be walking for hours. I mean hours. This is a whole planet, and it's quite good actually. But like I said, it does take a while. You're seeing exactly what I'm seeing. Even though it says loading please, and it looks like it's crashed, it hasn't crashed. Trust me on this. I've done it before. See, there it goes. You'll see it move ever so slightly. And yeah, we're going to try this time and land the ship without crashing it. Yeah, without crashing it. But we also have Space Engineers where it's just in space. There's no planets and nothing that... yes, we do need to have it changed, Jay. Can you change it? You've got the... operative. I forgot to do it. Yes, so if you're watching Space Engineers, we actually forgot to change the title on the live stream, and hopefully Jay can change it and do it for us, because otherwise it means I have to keep fingers crossed if I change it, because it will possibly stop the stream. So these little things that we forget to do. Come on, hurry up and load. Right, okay, Jay says he can't do it, so we're gonna wait. We're gonna have to wait until it's finished loading before we can do it. Right, okay, Twitch says no. Well, right, okay. You should be able to, because you're not, but I don't know, I've never done it myself, so. Okay, this, like I said, takes a bit of time to load. Hi Cat, welcome back. And we're playing Space Engineers Planets when it loads. And oh my god, I love this game. This is one of the games that I do love. I could play this all the time. This is absolutely brilliant. Oh please, come on. When this loads, this is Space Engineers. Here we go. So this when you do, it says temporarily ship. It will get removed after you leave the game or spawn in a new one. Okay, so this is where we're going to at the moment. This is our habitable space. This is up over here. We can see other bits, and you have no choice. You have to land on this planet, yeah, but you can decide where you want to land. So we try and have a little bit of leeway where it's going to go, but it's froze on me at the moment, so hopefully it will not crash. Oh come on. Probably in about 2 weeks, Cat, because we've got about 18 episodes. This is what I hate about my computer system. It is just so slow. Or if something else is running in the background, which I don't want running in the background, it will just lock. Come on, stop it. And I think we probably might have crashed. Oh, I do hate it. I do hate it. Oh, there we go, there we go. Right, so we can try and decide where we go. Now, I have a real crappy computer. If you look on the listings below the Twitch screen, you'll see the setup I've got. I'm actually waiting to get a new one. So we try to aim for a little bit of open area with mountains, because we want like kind of a flat area. And brand name doesn't really matter, Cat. And you can see that you don't have a lot of control over this ship. Okay, don't have a lot of control. Except think of this as a glider. So we're going to just check to the left and right of us. I think that's water over there. I've never had water. So we're going to go over to that way. I don't know if it is water. And there we go, look, it's kind of look freezing again. And we're going to try and aim for that little bit of water there. I have no idea what brand. I had it custom made, Cat. It's about 8 or 9 years old, this PC. Basically, this is what you're going to be doing for the first 5 or 10 minutes. I'm hoping that is water. Now, don't forget the new things in the update in Spaceship Engineers. is that you've got hydrogen. Hydrogen is used for your jetpack. Okay, no hydrogen, no jetpack. Energy is used for things like lights and grinders and welders. So no energy, game over. It's literally that. There is no way at this point in time where you can make energy. Okay, if you haven't got a med station and you haven't got a cockpit. Okay. What else we've got? Health, that's med bay, jetpack, dampeners, lights, mass, speed, energy. Right, so we're now coming to the part where we normally end up crashing the ship. Okay, which is really good. Inert dampeners off. So inert dampeners on, so we want to slow down. And trust me, it takes an awful long time to slow this ship down. So we will probably end up crashing the ship again. So it is water, and we're coming up. Oh! No, we've rolled it. We've rolled it again. Okay. We haven't rolled it as bad this time. But we've landed successfully. So T to exit, and we're going to see how much badly damage we've done. Okay, so we've sort of landed. Now this happens every time I do a landing. It don't really matter. Okay, it don't really matter. So basically now what we've got to do is salvage this ship, and you can see that we've got a massive big hole here, and basically you've got to, the first thing I do is any of these engines that are left on, the first thing that we do, just get your grinder. You can't get your grinder, it won't let you do that. Take these engines out, okay? Okay, just take the engines out as much as you possibly can. Right, what's this one? This is an ore detector. Okay, and what you're going to need to do is you're going to be very careful here. Is see this bit here? You're going to take this out. Remember to move out the way. Okay, because the ship will drop. Okay, now. This is near enough the first thing done. Now you can carry 4,000 units. Now we didn't get too bad an area to start off with, but we're going to start off with about here. So we're going to press G now, And what you're going to want to do is to get rid of all of these. Why they start you with that, don't know. And you're going to want character tools. And you're going to want the welder. You're going to want the grinder. Okay, and you've got the station there. And now you're going to want all blocks, and you're going to want the light shield. Now this is the first thing that you're going to be using a lot of, and you're going to want to make what is it, not a large reactor, a small reactor. You're also going to need a medical room. You're going to need a, I don't suppose it matters if it's a fighter cockpit or not. Okay, and you're going to need a cargo. Where's a cargo? A small cargo. Okay, those are the first things that you are going to need. Okay, and first of all, we're going to do number one. This is your station where you can decide where you want to put it. Preferably put it when you first start your base, yeah, in a position where you can walk on it, because it's all well and good having the jetpack, but that is not what we wanted. Okay, that is not what we wanted. That did not really go like that. So number 3, so we'll just grind that down. Okay, so we'll try again, and we'll just have that there, so it's wedged into the ground. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is these blocks. Okay, and you put your blocks around your station like this. Okay, now the reason we had it like on an angle is so you don't have to worry about doing a base, a ramp. And you want 3 squares on each side. Okay, so you've got like so. Okay, one there, one there. I don't think we'll let us build there. That's not too bad, we don't mind if it doesn't let us build there. So I'm just making a reasonably big platform. Right, and then we're going to go to number 8, so I've got nothing in my hand at the moment. Hi Sal, hi Hedrick. And the next thing that you're going to want on here, yeah, is for your own purposes, your own purpose use, is where is it? I'm going to put it, it's number 5, which is a small reactor. Okay, so we're going to want a small reactor there, and then I'm going to want, what's it, 7, 8, one of the small, so we can't have a small cargo bit yet. What do we need? Interior plates. Okay, we can't have that. What about number 7? So we're going to put Okay, so we can't have the number 7, so we need number 6, which is the med bay. Now this is the biggest one that is the problem for us. We can't play that because we've got no interior plates. So number 3 again. So we're going to see what we've got in our inventory and see what we can drop. We can drop the steel plates, just drop the motors, all of this. Just drop everything on the floor to start off with. And then we're going to get this thruster grinded off. Okay, so we'll grind all that off for there. So like Hendrik has said, don't waste valuable space. Now we don't mind just grinding it down and stuff like that because we had a smash on it. Yeah, it's going to take us a little bit of time just to find an entry point. We don't know what these are. Interior pillars. Well, that's good for us because we can get those there. So we can now get in and like programmable block. We don't need the programmable block. Yeah, and what's this? This is the battery. We don't need the battery. Gyroscope, we don't need that. And what we're after is these, yeah, because we can put all these nice goodies in here and stuff like that. So okay. Yeah, well, we're not worried about the battery to start off with, to be honest. Right, this is, what's that? I can't see what that one is. Cargo container, cargo container. Right, these are not connected. So we had a smash. What's these doors, isn't they? Right, so I'm hoping we haven't destroyed all the reactor and stuff like that when we crashed, because that will be a pain in the backside. Right, so let's get the med bay down. And we still haven't got the med. Have we not got no interior plates on us? No. We need to go and get some of them. Right, where's our little cargo thing is? Here we go. Where are we? Interior plates. There we go. Get those down. Yeah. Right. Right. Number 6. Now we can have the med bay. Now this is the most important thing to get going. Whoops, yeah, helmet off, we don't need oxygen there. So we're going to start welding this. We need to start welding this. Okay. Right, that's the battery. Right, so these cargo containers hold basic tools, ammunition and enough components to build 6 solar panels, 2 batteries, 1 flight seat. Also enough steel plate to make an armor block platform. So that gives you something to do. So we do actually want to build a solar panel and a battery, but we need to get this. We can't really access much more up here. I don't know what we've got. Right, so let's helmet on. Jetpack. Okay, so we're going to grind these engines off because they're using power. I don't care if they fall all off at the moment because we just want them to stop using power. Okay, so there's the power gone. Now that's the beacon. What have we got here? Battery. What's this? Timer block. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave it here, ladies and gentlemen, for this episode, and then we'll be back a little bit later on to see if we can find the reactor and stuff like that. I don't think we've got one, to be honest. That's going to be really difficult. And have fun, stay safe. We'll see you on the bounce.